Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I am starting the reading vlog portion of this vlog. This is going to be kind of like the not too long intro to the actual travel vlog part of this, but as you may see here, I am holding the Twilight books. I thought I would try and do a reread of the series. I'm gonna focus on the main four. I might then bring Midnight Sun with me on the trip or like rent the ebook. Haven't decided for sure yet, but I'm going to be reading these because I am taking a trip to Washington and Oregon, and while I am there I'm hoping to see a few of the Twilight sites. This is not an exclusively Twilight trip. I am going because my mom has a work trip there and I said we should just also see some Twilight stuff while we're there. So I am so excited. I've obviously been a very big fan of Twilight for a very long time, and I've read these books more times than I can count. So I am so excited to get to see kind of the real vibe and like the real Twilight. It's also the perfect reading conditions for these books this weekend. It is supposed to be raining and thunderstorming all weekend, which is pretty rare for summer in Arizona, so I am so excited. I'm gonna go get started with Twilight. I actually have not read these white editions yet. I have my original hardcovers, I have my paperback series that I have annotated, I have Midnight Sun, and then I actually have Twilight and New Moon in Spanish as well, which I have not attempted, but I might one day. But yeah, I thought I would switch it up and read this beautiful edition. I think now you can get these a lot of places. When I got these, they weren't in print, so I had bought it on eBay. But I am very, very excited to get started, and I will keep you updated as I go. And then I am just so excited. I also need to start finalize the plans and itinerary of everything for the week or next week. So I'm gonna go get cozy and get reading. An update for the reading vlog. I finished Twilight yesterday. Oh my god, I can't get past the dog to reach my book. I finished Twilight, started a little bit of New Moon. Come here. I am only, I read chapter 1, I'm 30 pages in, but I do really love doing a reread of this. I did realize it's probably not entirely realistic to read all 4 books in 2 days, dogtail, but I do hope that I can at least finish New Moon, and then I can do Eclipse and Breaking Dawn next week. I also need to read my book club book. I have a lot of reading to do, and after this I might just take a nap. Finished Twilight, loved rereading that. I spent time watching the Heartstopper movie this morning instead of reading, but no regrets because the movie was amazing. But I'm going to sit down and read some of this in a little bit. Got out of the airport and into our rental car. It only took 2 hours, over 2 hours, but we did it. We're heading to Seattle. We're gonna spend a little time there and then start heading over to Forks. Got my Twilight shirt on, not that you can see it. Mostly today is travel, but we'll take you along to see what we're doing. semi-questionable hotel, but that's okay. At least it's clean. We drove over here. We had lunch in Seattle, which was delicious. Walked around Pike's Place for a little while. Okay. And then drove out here. Long drive, but very pretty. And now we just ate dinner. We're gonna get some sleep because we're exhausted from getting up at 3 a.m. and then do some sightseeing tomorrow. It's very drizzly, very cold. Don't know if I packed warm enough, but I finished New Moon the other day, so I'm looking forward to starting Eclipse, maybe tonight, probably not, maybe tomorrow on some drives, but that is the update. Very excited to be here. We saw the Forks sign. Here you can see my actual shirt now. I thought the Forks sign was on this shirt, but I guess it's not. But yeah, very excited. Hopefully can do the museum and stuff tomorrow. Going to La Push in the morning, so we'll bring you along. Vlog update. Oh my god, I'm so pale you can't even see me. It's so dark, there's no sun to make it even pretend like I have color in my skin. So look, I used the Twilight palette today. I got my Bella Swan ring on. My OG Twilight shirt. We are heading to do some sightseeing at La Push Beach. We're gonna get some breakfast and then do hopefully the Twilight Museum and stuff. I have my Kindle with Eclipse on it. We're gonna get started and take you along. We're walking to the beach. This is probably the prettiest place I've ever been. This is where my skin tone was truly meant to live. I'm so pale. Update from the rainforest, in the car anyway, but you can see it over there. I'll show videos. I didn't update last night because I got home and I went to bed at 7 p.m. There's a hair on the camera lens. Went to bed at 7 p.m. and slept almost 12 hours. But had a really good day yesterday. We did get a little bit lost in La Push. We did this hike that was a lot harder than we thought, which is why I slept for 12 hours, but the beach was beautiful. We went to, was it first or second beach? Second beach in La Push. And then came back and did the Forever Twilight and Forks Museum. I wish we'd gotten to spend longer in there, but it was really, really cool, and I'm glad I like videoed the whole thing so I can go back and look and maybe like read the signs I didn't get to read while I was in there. Then we went to the shops. I'll show you a haul later, but I did get this Kindle case. I did not get these sun chips in the museum. That's a snack for later.
This is
dropped my phone. Oh, I got this Kindle case. Super cute.
This is so cool.
This is so cool. Definitely just dropped my phone though. Love how this car has a flat thing I can just set my camera on. And now we are on our way to Portland, but we're taking stops along the way. And we are currently in the Hoh Rainforest, I believe it is called. Luckily this is a one-way road because I think we'll lose service for the map. That was the thing about La Push, no cell phone service. Which is why we ended up doing that hike. That was longer than we thought. But yeah, we're driving through this rainforest a little bit just to see. I'll do a full haul for you later. Oh, we went to the Chamber of Commerce too and drove around Forks. Also beautiful. This morning we were gonna do a little hike, but instead we found a dog. We should call him Jacob.
We found Jacob.
I don't know what his real name is. And I got really sad.
Look
oh my
at this.
God, look at those trees. You're joking. I wonder if there's gonna be a place to stop. Anyway,
we're only 3 miles in and it's 12 miles to the thing.
Oh my gosh. So I got really sad that the dog was lost, and so I posted on the Forks Lost and Found Pets. Turns out he lives right across the street. He just comes out to greet everybody. So he greeted us. He was very, very, very sweet. Now we're driving through the rainforest and we'll keep you updated. This is insanely beautiful. Look at that. I've never seen so much green in my life. There's actually some sun out today. So this would be a no Cullen's day. Look at that. Good morning. We're at the Carver Cafe. It's featured in the first Twilight. Waiting to eat some breakfast. Vlog update. Project Hail Mary shirt today. I didn't update last night. So in the morning we went to Carver Cafe, which was so fun. Totally worth driving out there and do. It was a little bit of a wait, like 20 minutes or so. Super fun, cute in there. I went and sat in Bella's seat, had some breakfast. That was a fun time. And then we were going to go out to the baseball field, but I guess in some of the research I had done, it was like older stuff that was posted and it's not open like to the public anymore. So we went ahead and skipped that. We went to Pal's Books. I don't want to get up to get the books right now, but I got a special edition of Twilight to kind of that's not the word, commiserate's not the word, as a souvenir. And then I got some poetry and then a copy of Sense and Sensibility, since that movie is re-coming out. They're making a new one. We went to Voodoo Donut, which is pretty good so far. I tried the M&M one. It's not as big of a city, like walking around, so went shopping at Powell's Books, got a coffee there that tasted like dishwater, so 0 out of 10. And then got the donuts, and then ended up going to dinner. I need some coffee now. Maybe they'll have little Starbucks, like the glass Starbucks, Mom, downstairs.
What?
Maybe they'll have like the little glass bottles of Starbucks for caffeine. And then we went to dinner at this Vietnamese restaurant, which was pretty good. Little plain, but good. Drove around a little bit and then got some ice cream and came back home. Today we are going on a waterfall tour, which includes Multnomah Falls, which was featured in Twilight. And I think that's the last Twilight stop on the trip, sadly. So we're gonna do that, and then it is Spider-Man Day. So we're gonna go see Spider-Man while we're here, because why not? I'm gonna finish getting ready and I will see you at some waterfalls. To actually get this framed so you can see me, and the lighting wasn't horrible, but good morning. I didn't update last night, but yesterday we did the waterfalls, which was beautiful, so much fun. I was thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know if I've ever really seen a waterfall in real life, so that was really fun. Did that in the morning, grabbed some quick lunch, and then vacation will not stop me from seeing a new Marvel movie. So we went and saw the new Spider-Man movie, which was so much fun. No spoilers, but it was a great time. And I'm already excited to see it again. But today my mom has work. I don't know if I've said it, but I need coffee. But this trip is actually, my mom has work. This is a work trip that we just extended into doing fun stuff. So she's working today. So my plan is hopefully to find a coffee shop. I found one on Instagram just now. That's like a witch themed one, which I think I might go to. They're not open yet though. And then go to some gardens downtown, which is also not open yet. So I'm just gonna get ready really slowly, do some stuff on my phone. I've got some like book club, Instagram housekeeping stuff to do. Eat the snacks that I have. If it gets, I might order breakfast, room service. I'll look and see what they have. And if it's not too like crazy expensive, we'll see. Because I don't have to leave. It's only like 8-ish now. The gardens don't open till 10. So I've got some time to kill. But yeah, I will probably read a little bit, just get ready, be cozy, have a slow morning, and I will check in later. Afternoon, I don't know. Quick little book haul. I found on Instagram there was this bookstore like 5 minutes from the hotel I'm at, Grand Gesture Romance Bookstore, and so obviously I had to go check it out. I just got 2 books, nothing crazy, because all this stuff has to go back in my suitcase. Will it? I don't know. So I got this Christmas book that was on clearance because I love Christmas, and it's August 1st today when I'm filming this, so basically the beginning of Christmas season. This is Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. I am very excited. It sounds good. Clara Davenport, all she's ever wanted to do is climb the ladder at Davenport Innovation Center, or Creative, sorry, her family's toy business. Everything was going according to plan until the company was accused of stealing a doll design from an independent toy maker, creating a flurry of bad publicity, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, Christmas and toy makers, Hallmark movie. I am obsessed. So excited. This is the author of Icebreaker, and I will be honest, Icebreaker is one I started and then DNF'd. But I don't think that was a fault of her writing. That was like, I just didn't connect with the characters. So I'm very excited. Just look how cutesy the cover is, the little Christmas town. Yeah, I'm really excited. I think that will be super good. And then here's their little bookmark. Hello, cute. And then the other book I got was First Time Caller by B.K. Borson. This has been on my list for a while. I really liked, oh, what was the name of that other book she wrote? The Christmas one. The other Christmas one. The Ghosts of Christmas Past one. I can't remember. But I really enjoyed that one, so I thought I would give this one a try finally. I think this is a fun one to have bought here too, because I guess it is a Sleep in Seattle inspired story. I know I'm in Portland, but I flew into Seattle and it's all on the same trip for me, so whatever. So yeah, really excited about both of those. I'm definitely in a really big reading mood lately, after kind of dipping down for a little bit in May and June. I feel like July has been more on the up and up, so very excited for both of those reads. I probably will not wait till Christmas for that one. So I am now going to figure out what I want to do for lunch, if I want to have lunch or what the plan is. I'm probably actually going to leave my camera here because it's just making my bag really heavy today and I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm going to go to this mansion museum. It's way too far to walk, so I'm gonna take an Uber. I enjoyed the Chinese gardens yesterday. It was just really hot out, and it's not hot out today, but it's pretty humid, at least for a little old desert girly me. So I needed a little break after going to the bookstore, so I came back upstairs. But yeah, I am excited. Gonna do a little more museum work. Don't know why I called it work, but a little more museuming, make that a verb. And then go to dinner tonight. Just having fun, wandering around. I mean, I'm sure there is a lot to do in Portland, but you need a car, I think. There's not a whole lot of walkable things to do. I thought it'd be a bit more of a walkable city, and it is, but it isn't. And I know I could probably take the transport, but the public transport, but I'm not going to. I'm sorry. I think public transport is gross, and I get way too much anxiety on it. So I'm gonna go find something for lunch. There's some food trucks like just around the block, or something downstairs at the hotel. Not sure yet, but that's my update. Glad I visited another bookstore. We also went to Palskin last night. I didn't get anything, but walked around a little bit. That bookstore is so big, it's actually kind of overwhelming, to the point where I'm like, how could I even like enjoy this? It's so big, like I can't even like walk around and see everything. This was a very tiny bookstore, but very cute, very fun. I was the very first person in there. I mean, I didn't get up early, but I got there. They didn't open till 11, so I'm sitting there like just waiting, and then was the first person in there before like the music was on or anything. But I'm like, what place doesn't open till 11? That was really weird. And all the stores like on that block were not open. I'm like, guys, it's Saturday and it's like 10:30 in the morning, but what do I know? But yeah, I'm gonna head out and I'll update you later. this vlog. I had the best time. I just kind of want to chat through my thoughts, show you the books I got, and close out this, what I think is probably going to be a very long vlog. I'm going to edit it today. We'll find out. Overall thoughts, I think this trip was 1000% worth it. When I was planning it, I kind of wondered, I was like, does anyone still do like a Twilight Forks trip? I know they have the festival, but I have never been able to go. I would love to. It's just hard because it's during the school year, and then my mom's a teacher, so like I would have to go by myself, which is not as fun. So but it was amazing, and there were still so many people like loving on Twilight there. It was so amazing. So as a summary, we flew into Seattle, did a couple of hours there. The Seattle airport, we did have some bad experiences with, like just getting our bags and stuff. That is not, I don't know if it was the Seattle airport or Delta that day, I don't know. So it took us quite a while and put us behind schedule getting out of the airport and getting to the city, but we had a lot of fun, had some amazing food in Seattle, and then started the drive over to Forks. It is a lot longer than I realized, but we made some stops. I will say, if you are making the drive to Seattle to Forks, stop inside of town, or at least not too long outside of town if you need to like eat or stop and, you know, do anything, because like it gets to a point where there's like nothing. You're just driving in nothingness for a long time around that huge lake. So luckily we had done that, and then we stayed at the Pacific Inn, which was pretty good actually. From the outside I was thinking, oh, I don't know about what this experience is going to be like. It's definitely an old place, but it ended up being pretty nice, and the beds were comfortable, everything was clean, it was fine. The TVs were very old, and you could not like stream anything to them, which was a bit of a bummer. I really wish we'd gotten to stay in the Twilight themed room. I would have loved that, but it was booked. I almost, like, I'd go back just to stay there. I would go back in general. I think this was such a fun trip. And then I think I really kind of said everything we did in there throughout the vlog, but we went to La Push. That was really fun. The hike was too hard for me, and my ankles are still feeling it, just like where my mobility and chronic pain is. That was a little too much for me, but it was beautiful. And overall, everything in Forks, everyone was so kind. I loved going to the museum so much. I wish I could have spent more time there. I could have spent like an hour or two in that room, just reading and looking through everything. My one, I don't even want to say critique, but like my one thing about Forks is the food options were very limited, and what there wasn't great. Like none of the food was very good. I don't think we had anything good. Actually, the coffee truck we got coffee from, the coffee was good. The pastry was the same pastry my hospital sells, so I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I was not impressed by any of the food there, but a lot of the restaurants were closed, so I don't, maybe the other stuff was better, I don't know. The restaurant in La Push was actually pretty good, but like in Forks, like if I did this trip again, before we got there, I'd probably stop at a grocery store and just get my own stuff, and either rent a place that had a kitchen or just get stuff at the grocery store that was microwavable, because it would be the same. Anyway, but that's for that part of the trip. That was such a small detail. I was having so much fun with like the Twilight of it all. I didn't care. And then we road tripped over to Portland, which that was a very long day, long drive, but there were so many beautiful sights, the rainforest, the beaches, and then we stopped. The filming locations we were able to go to were the Swan House and the high school, which were both really, really, really cool to see. We did not do any of the like Port Angeles locations in St. Helens, and then we didn't do what else was it in there? I think actually it was just like all the different Port Angeles filming locations. And then, oh, the Cullen House is what we didn't do, but that is close to the public to my understanding now. And then Portland was a lot of fun. Cities always make me a little bit anxious. I just am not a city girl. I did like that I was able to walk around. That was nice. Just like being out with like that many people. It's nothing like New York. There was not as many people as New York, but it's still like sometimes just makes me a little bit anxious. But we had some really good food in Portland. All of it was amazing. There was a lot of like Asian cuisine options. So we had ramen, we had Vietnamese food, we had sushi. It was all good. The seafood was good. Portland is known as such like a food destination, but I don't really know what they're known for, like what specifically. But we had some good stuff. Had some pretty like easy restaurant experiences and everything. In Portland, I think my favorite thing actually is we drove over to the Carver Cafe, which was our other filming location that we went to, and that was so fun. They were so nice. And like if you are in the Pacific Northwest, make the drive to go there. The food was decent. It was actually quite good. I got biscuits and gravy, and I really like mine to be really spicy. This was not spicy. But that I do realize is a me thing. But they were just so kind, and it was so fun there. So I had a great time. And then we did not end up going to the baseball field because I couldn't find the exact address that I thought was open to the public. I was just unsure, and didn't want to make that long of a drive for it to like not be something I could get into. So, but that's okay. We went to the where the lion fell in love with the lamb scene, which I think is supposed to be closed to the public now. I couldn't tell. There was no sign anymore. But we were there, so we took a picture. But yeah, overall, all that stuff was really fun. And then we did some like Portland stuff, which was really cool too. I'll show you the books I got. Oh, the stuff I got in Forks, the gift shops. That was so fun. I will show pictures because I'm doing laundry. But I got a couple of shirts. I may have went a little overboard, but that's okay. I got this claw clip that I have in my hair now. I got the Bella Swan engagement ring, which I know a lot of people hate, and I just was so excited to like have something cute like that. I have Bella's ring that she wears on her first finger, the moonstone, and I love that ring, so I thought I would complete my little collection, and they actually had my size, which is a miracle. And then I got the Kendall case, which I think I already showed as well. If not, it's right behind me. I think I showed it though. Which I think might be my favorite thing that I got. So super excited about that. Yeah, and then Portland, we did Waterfall tours, which is actually a filming site too. Multnomah Falls is seen before the baseball scene, I believe, in Twilight. And then we did the art museum. I did this like mansion museum thing, which was really cool. We walked around. We went to the Powell's bookstore. Then I also went to the romance bookstore that I can't remember the name of right now, but I got this special edition of Twilight. I'm keeping all my like stuff from Forks that they gave me. This like experience Twilight. I'll keep that in there. This was just trivia. I guess I don't have to keep that. But I got this special edition while I was there in Portland, just as a little memento. I don't know if it'll focus. Hello? No? Okay. It says, and so the lion fell in love with the lamb. So I just thought that was special. It's got these Edward in paper. I wonder if Bella's on the other side. It's the two of them. So that's just a special little keepsake. It got a little bit bent in my suitcase. I had picked up some this poetry anthology. I don't really usually like this like leather bound, but I just thought the flowers were so pretty. I wanted a Wordsworth specifically poetry book, but they didn't really have anything. So this is William Blake, Wordsworth, Percy Shelley, John Keats, George Gordon, and Lord Byron. So it's all of that kind of era of poetry. That's what I was reading. I was reading Wordsworth on the way there, so I thought that would be, this was just nice. Oh, my dog's just knocking things over. And then I got this pretty copy of Sense and Sensibility because that movie is coming out soon, and I just thought that would be a fun thing to get. I got the Powell's bookmark. And then while I was there, I think I showed these already, at the romance bookstore, I got Happily Ever After by Hannah Grace and First Time Caller by, who wrote this? B.K. Borison. And this is their little bookmark. Grand Gesture it was called. So that is my haul of things. I'm very happy with everything that I got. Overall, very happy with the trip. I thought it was amazing. It was so much fun. Now I have to go edit this insane amount of footage I have from the trip. But this was really one of my favorite trips I've ever done. I cannot emphasize enough like how much Twilight really means to me, so it was just really, really, really cool to go see all of this and be around people that still love Twilight so much. So I had a great time. I hope you liked this video. My more like organized and like informational post about all the places I went and everything will be on my Instagram. I will link that. My Instagram is always linked below, and maybe if I remember, I'll put the exact link for that post where I'm going to type up everything that I did and like my advice and everything from what I learned on the trip. And then I also will put links below for the Twilight Museum and their donation. They are free to get in, but they run donation based. So if you can, that'd be cool to donate. I did what I could. I spent way too much money on this trip. And then I also put information to donate to the reservation. They still have their project to move to higher ground. They have been able to move the school. They did that 3 or 4 years ago, but the goal is still to continue moving their buildings and their resources to higher ground because of the risk of storms and tsunamis. So I'll put all that information below. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. This might be like my new favorite thing I've ever done. So like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.